In case you haven't had a chance to explore it, recent news concerning the aftermath of the multiple homicide school shootings at Parkland, Florida last winter have seen parents bring suit against the so-called coward of Broward, Scott Peterson, who refused to protect the kids and instead cowered outside the school. Hi folks, I'm Gardner Goldsmith for MRC-TV, and I know that thousands of people out there got to read a piece that I wrote last week about a lawsuit that was brought by Andrew Pollock on behalf of his daughter Meadow against Broward County policeman Scott Peterson, who refused to defend Meadow and other students against a murderous gunman at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida last February.
The families need to know I didn't get it right, but it wasn't because of some, I don't want to go into that building, I don't want to face somebody in there.
Now, in the piece, I noted that Peterson's august lawyers were claiming that as a police officer, he actually had no duty to protect the kids, to, actually do his job, and that the judge, Patty Englander, who was for the Broward County Circuit Court, was shocked by this and is actually letting this lawsuit proceed. Well, there's a new fold in this information, and it's about a second lawsuit. Indeed, this second suit is in the news because it's on behalf of 15 students suing Peterson, the school district, the sheriff's office, and campus monitor Andrew Medina, who, by the way, was reportedly fired after sexually harassing Meadow Pollock a year before she was murdered at the school. And the suit is being brought against others. And yes, guess what? On December 12th, U.S. District Judge Beth Bloom dismissed this lawsuit. You got it, taxpayers, because she says the government actually has no duty to protect anyone, except, of course, the government itself. Yeah, this is quite an interesting lesson. It's not only a lesson in what Judge Bloom thinks, or what Scott Peterson thinks, but it's a lesson in how what we are told about government seems to be untrue, because there are other court precedents to which we can refer that say exactly the same thing. As I wrote, the most prominent case appeared in the D.C. Court of Appeals. It was called Warren v. District of Columbia and was decided in 1981 in favor of the government, in favor of the concept that although philosophers from Thomas Hobbes to John Locke have claimed the state was created to protect people and their rights, and although millions of Americans are lied to on a daily basis with the canard that the state exists to protect citizens, the reality is just the opposite. And here is what Judge Bloom had to say. Quote, "For such a duty to exist on the part of defendants, plaintiffs would have to be considered to be in custody." End quote. That is the relationship between the individual and the state. And don't ever forget it. The state has said so numerous times. And it doesn't matter how many magicians out there in politics try to tell you differently, that's the truth. Well, it's very sad to see what's happening, but we could expect it. And on appeal, it's unlikely that the Supreme Court will rule in any other way. Just a lesson to take with us. Thank you very much for watching. It's a troubling story coming out of a troubling story, but it's something with which we can actually find some value. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell your friends about us if you like what we're doing. For MRC TV, I'm Gardner Goldsmith.